Okay. So let's get started here. Standing nice and comfortable. Let's keep our feet wide, so nice comfortable stance. Loosen the shoulders a little bit, just kind of loosening the shoulders. Very good, and front and back. Very good. Let's do a little arm rotation. So whole arm rotation. Very good. And opposite side, just taking it in the opposite way. Very good. And then drop, release, relax. Very good. Let's move our neck up and down. Very good. And slowly come back to the center, side to side. Very good. And then slowly come back to the center, turn the head to the right, to the left. Very good. And then slowly back to the center, so that loosens up our neck muscles. Let's bring our hands to the shoulders. Let's bring our elbows in and then open them out. Just nice big circles. Again, you want to get into that upper back area. Very good. Nice big circles. And let's move it in the opposite way. And if you feel a little low energy any day, feel free to do all these in sitting position on a chair. Always, you can modify that way. Relax, relax the shoulders. Now, let's bring our palms to touch, elbows to touch in front of the heart. Inhale, open, exhale. Once again, inhale, exhale, inhale, open. Very good. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. 1 more time. Very good. Come back to the center, release. Nice. Relax the shoulders. Now, let's bring our right arm up and bend the right elbow. We are going to hold the other hand and bring that elbow closer. If that's too much, you can hold the forearm and give a stretch. So the idea is to stretch the outside of this arm. Very good. Stay there. Nice. And slowly release. Let's take it to the other side. Left arm goes up. You're going to hold that elbow with the opposite arm and stretch. If you're holding the elbow is too much, you can just do it with the hand, with the wrist joint. Slowly release. Very good. Nice. Now, from here, let's keep our feet wider. We're going to do our forward and back bend. So stretch forwards and back. So getting into that spine area, lower back area. Very good. One more time. And come back to the center. Now, from here, let's bring our hands in front of the chest. Let's take twisting stretch. So you're twisting side to side, looking over the shoulder. Very good. And then slowly come back to the center. Now, let's turn to one side and give a spinal stretch by reach. Stretch, 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 reach all the way up. And then turn to the other side and reach. Very good. Once again, reach and reach. Nice. Let's do that 1 more time. Stretch it out. Okay. Here you go. So let's get started. We are going to keep our feet wide. We are going to take a side stretches. Can you see me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's raise our one arm out and then take a side stretch. I'm just going to change my view here. Okay. Let's take a side stretch and then the other side. Very good. You guys know the drill, you know the exercises. I'm sorry, I don't know. I think it was my Wi-Fi or I don't know what happened. It just got disconnected. Sorry about that. Side to side. Come back to the center. My regular students, I'm proud of them. They know everything what I teach. They are a pro now. right? Now from here, let's take our hip rotation. So we're going to take our hip rotation. Side movements are done, forward and backward are done. We put it all together, just kind of loosening the hips. Very good. Opposite side. Nice. And then come back to the center. Very good. Knee back in neutral spine. Bring your feet closer and let's do a little march past here. So just kind of lifting our legs up, knees high if possible. Just kind of walking in the same place. Feel that into the hips. Very good. Let's do that one more time. Both sides. Very good. And then stop that movement. Let's grab our chair. We're going to do our knee stretches. So just stretching out the knee. Okay, so and you can do this near the wall too. Yesterday I was talking about this, that if you feel you don't want to hold on to the chair, you can always hold on to the table or the wall. Bend your right knee and let's stretch that right knee out. Front and back. Front and back. Very good. Stretching it out. Very good. So I'm just doing front and back here. Right now, once you're done with that, stop that movement. Lift up your right leg and side to side. There you go. And stop. Very good. Let's take it to the other side. Left leg, left knee bend and stretch it out. You can move the chair on the other side if you'd like, if you want to. Stretching it out. Remember, the chair, the blocks, everything is for our alignment, so you can adjust it the way you want. Stop the movement side to side. And stop. Release. Come back to the center. Now, let's do our ankle stretch up and down. Point and flex the toes. Point and flex. Very good. And draw circles. Very good. Very good. Come back to the center. And let's draw circles on the other side. Both sides. The left leg. Circles in both the directions. And then up and down. Point and flex. So two movements. We are going to do up and down and circles. So whichever one you want to do first, that's fine too. Just loosening those ankles. Now, when we move the ankles, it's not only working on the ankles, it's working on the feet. So we have a lot of muscles at the base of our feet, arches of our feet, heels, everything gets stretched. You know, even when we come up on our toes, you get stretched everywhere. Let's come into standing position. Feet are wide at the hips. Lift the toes, lift the heels. Very good. Just a couple times. Nice. Now, place your feet completely on the mat. So toes are pressing, heels are pressing on the mat. And let's see if we can stand taller. So a couple of things happen when we stand. We stand on both the feet equally. We want to make sure our feet are parallel. So my one toe is pointing out. If I'm having that kind of alignment, just take a quick peek. And maybe it's an effort to the body to keep them parallel. But let's just stand here with feet parallel now. Once you get those feet nice and parallel, press through the feet and see if you can stretch that spine. So if your back starts to collapse, if your belly starts to come out, you want to keep it all in line and see the lift in the spine. So I'm imagining my crown is moving up, standing tall. So this improves our posture over time. You're using the right muscles to stand nice and tall. When you stand here, this is called as mountain pose. Pressing through the feet, lengthening the spine, creating space, pulling the shoulders. And then we are engaging the abdominal breathing here, okay? So abdominal breathing is where you exhale, breathe in, exhale and pull the belly inside. When you inhale, everything expands, right? So we are going to do that abdominal breathing here. 5 counts. Exhale, pull the belly in. Very good. 2 more times. You want to keep engaging that abdominal breathing. Just sitting for a few minutes in any comfortable position, back tall or even standing, and doing the abdominal breathing is very good for your respiration, cardiac system, but it's also good for your digestive system. You know, your digestion starts to slow down as we age, start to get all these digestive problems. So you keep moving that belly in and out. That keeps that digestive system nice and toned, right? Now let's take an inhale, arms up. Exhale. Once again, inhale. Very good. Once again, inhale. Exhale. Very good. Release. Now, let's bring our hands to the heart. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, stretch the palms to the front. Exhale, bring it in. Once again, inhale. One more time. Inhale. And one more. Inhale. Come back to the center. Let's turn our palms up. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bring it in. Once again, inhale all the way up. Full body stretch. Very good. Let's do that one more time. And then come back to the center. Very good. Release, relax the arms. Let's take a nice inhale. Arms up this time. Interlace the fingers. Take a side bend to any one side. Come back to the center. Now, when you're taking that side bend, the lower body is nice and strongly anchored. So you're feeling that stretch in the waist and the up. Let's do that two more times. Side bend. Very good. One more time. Come back to the center. Now, let's take it to the other side. Inhale, stretch, exhale, side bend to the other side. Very good. Once again, side bend. Don't hold the breath. Keep breathing. If you want to synchronize the breathing, exhale and bend sideways. Very good. Come back to the center. Release. Shake it off. Feel that into the side body, into the back. Very good. Now, let's come into our balancing pose to begin our standing yoga poses. We're going to start with our one-leg mountain pose. Okay, nothing fancy. When we were standing in mountain, we were putting our both feet parallel. Heels, knees, and hips are in the same line. So the lower body is nicely stacked up, comfortable, balanced. Once we start with both the feet on the mat, when we do our one-leg mountain, what we do is we put all that balance only on one leg. Okay. Now, before we do our balance, we always do our drill, which helps us to reinforce the reflex which stops our fall. Okay. So try standing on one leg and let go that chair. And if you lose your balance, you're going to stop the fall by putting that left foot on the mat. Right? That's what our body does. We just don't even think about it. Our body does it. So with age, with Parkinson's, sometimes these reflexes start to slow down. So I like to just keep doing these exercises, the drills, to keep that reflex a little more active, you know, a little more reminding your brain again that this is what we do if we lose our balance. This is what we do. We let go and then stop the fall. Stop. Stop. Let's do that 4 more times. Stop. 2, 3, and 4. Very good. Come back to the center. Nice. Okay. Whichever leg you did that, we are going to now start using that leg now to balance. Okay. So let's start standing on that right leg. Keep staring at a point before letting go the chair. Now again, I'm reminding this. If any one of the hands, you get the tremors, make sure you're not letting go that hand. So keep that hand anchored on the chair or the hip. When you engage that hand somewhere, hold it somewhere, you don't get tremors. So you can adjust your chair accordingly if you want to. Okay, or you can keep the chair in the front. If that feels good, you can do that too. Okay, whichever feels good. Now let's start staring at a point in front of your eyes and slowly start to stand on that right leg. I'm lifting my left leg off the mat. I'm standing taller on my right leg. Press that right foot into the mat. Very good. Keep staring at a point. All spine. Very good. If it feels okay, left arm goes up and still holding the chair with one hand. And keep staring at a point. If you find a little steadiness, maybe the chair goes off, you can let go the chair. If not, you can keep holding the chair. Keep staring at a point. Hands can come to the heart too. Very good. More breath. And then when you're ready, release. Take your time. So that's getting better, isn't it? Sometimes. I saw some modifications. Some of us were raising our arms, some of us were doing this. So again, if you get your tremors, keep your palms to touch. That helps. You can keep your palms to touch here, or you can even do this. You can even hold the arms, whichever feels good. Okay, all those modifications you can do. The idea is just to focus on the balance in this mountain pose. We are not worried about the arms. Let's do that on the other side. Balance is one of those things where you want to keep doing it, isn't it? Keep trying it, because every time you feel maybe next time I'm going to do it, it's going to get better, isn't it? You want to, it encourages you to do more sometimes. Sometimes maybe not. Some days are not good, and then you never ever want to do the balancing poses, isn't it? I know, right? We have our moments, right? Let's do that on the other side. We start with our feet nice and wide. Keep them under the hips. Lift your right leg off the mat. Stop the fall. Once again, stop the fall. Very good. Stop. Stop the fall. Stop the fall. Very good. Let's do that 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very good. Now bring my feet again parallel. Keep staring at a point in front of your eyes. I'm going to hold on to the chair to begin with. And then when I feel ready, I'm going to start standing on that other leg, left leg now. Press that left foot into the mat, tall spine, right leg goes off the mat. Standing nice and tall. Very good, nice and tall. Take your time to find steadiness, no rush to let go that chair. And remember, if you lose your balance, you can come back and start again. Keep staring at a point. If you find steadiness, palms to touch, hands in front of the heart. Good. Slowly release when you're ready. Take your time. So remember, you release when you're ready. If you want to keep holding it, you can do that. It's good. One side is better than the other always. Yes. If you feel that difference, one side is always better, okay? And for some of us, one side is always better, and for some of us, it keeps changing. Some of the participants in my class say that some days I balance better on the right, some days I balance better on the left, so it keeps changing. And that is the way we connect to our body to understand how is it feeling today. And we welcome that, whatever it is, isn't it? Let's bring our blocks here. So yoga also teaches a lot of subtle things in our practice, which we don't speak about. It teaches us patience, teaches us to let go, teaches us to accept sometimes. Let's start with our wide leg forward fold here. I'm going to keep my block in front of me, keep my feet wide. You can adjust the height of the block. Okay, you're going to bend through the lower back. Feet are wide, the heels are in the same line. So I try to keep my heels with line with the mat. So that way one foot is in the front, one foot is in the back. I don't have those misalignment. That way I make sure my feet are parallel. Lower back stretches. Hands on the hips, start to hinge forwards through the lower back. And then slowly bringing your hands to the block. You can keep the block whichever height you want. The lowest height of the block is deeper the stretch. And if you don't want to go that deep, you can keep it at a taller alignment, taller position. Very good. Keep staying here, forward fold. With each breath, I want you to keep pushing your tailbone to the back wall and your crown to the front wall. So wherever you're standing, tailbone stretches in the opposite way to the crown. So you feel a stretch into the spine. That's the idea. Feel the stretch into the back of your legs. Bring those blocks closer to the body. If they are far away, bring them under the shoulders so that we feel deep stretch. Very good. Stay there. Two more breaths here. When you feel ready, hands to the hips, bend into your knees and slowly push yourself up. Does that feel good?
Yes.
That's a good stretch, isn't it? It stretches everything. So let's do that one more time. I'm going to show you sideways again. Remember, you can adjust your blocks whichever way you want. Bring them closer to the feet for deeper stretch. Okay? And if you want to do it without the block by touching the hand to the floor, feel free to do that too. Feet are wide. Again, bend through the lower back, upper back and shoulders. No tension there. You're engaging the lumbar spine here. Hands to the hips, hinge through the lower back, push the tailbone backwards and bend forwards. Very bending forwards here. Hands go on the block or the mat. And then we are going to stay here. Stay here. Keep lifting the tailbone, stretching the tailbone, stretching the crown. Very good. Stay there. Keep breathing. Beautiful stretch through the inside of your thighs, through the lower back, and also through the hamstrings, calf muscles. Very good. Two more breaths. Keep your eyes open. And then when you feel ready, hands to the hips, bend your knees and slowly come up. Sometimes coming up can be a challenge, so slowly come up. Come back to the center. Take a moment. Notice the changes. Your front and the back body feels different. As if someone has stretched your back body and the front body doesn't feel like any sensations. Let's do a complementary back bend. Forward bends work on the back of your body and back bends work on the front of the body. Both work on your digestion, both work on your breathing. So let's keep our feet wide, hands to the hips. We are going to do 4 repetitions and then hold it later. So bring your hands to the hips, fingers pointing front, elbows back, bend backwards, come back. Again, you want to press through both the feet equally. Bend backwards, come back up. Very good. One more time. Beautiful. Nice. Now, when you're ready, let's bend back and see if we can hold. Now, when you hold this stretch, I want you to keep breathing. So if you feel it's too difficult to breathe, maybe you back off a little, okay? So where you feel comfortable breathing, let's hold that back bend. Keep breathing. Slowly come up. Come back to the center. Very nice. That was forward and back bend. Come back to the center. You might even feel that into the hips, into the lower back. Let's keep our feet wide as the hips, shoulders relaxed, tall spine. Very good. Now let's do our side bending today. We did our side bending at the end of the standing poses. Usually we do in the beginning. We are going to start on the right side. This stretches the whole lateral muscles. It also works in your digestion, strengthens the back muscles, improves the flexibility. Slowly, right arm goes up. Turn the palm. Gently reach up. And then take a pause here. Shoulders are relaxed, arm is reaching up as if it's trying to reach the sky. Once you're ready, exhale, side bend to the side. And I'm letting go my other arm, no tension in the other arm. Right arm stretches, so you feel that stretch all the way here. Press that right foot into the mat and reach through that right finger. One line of energy you feel. Whole right side is stretching, expanding. Very good. Keep breathing. Never hold the breath. Very good. Now, when you feel ready, press through the feet. Slowly come up. And release. Turn the palm, slowly release. Once you release your arm, relax the body. Take a moment. Close your eyes. Feel the difference. So take a moment to check in with yourselves. Does the body feel different on right and left side? Right arm feels longer. Maybe your breathing is different on both sides. Now, after acknowledging that, when your breathing slows down, we take it to the other side. Mindful movement, mindful breathing. Slowly, left arm goes up. Turn the palm. And then slowly reach that arm up. Keep pressing through that left, keep pressing through both the feet. Take a side bend. Very good. Take a side bend. Side bend. And again, my other arm is relaxed. Very good. Stay there. Two more breaths. Gently bring yourself up. Reach. And slowly release. Come back to the center. Again, once you release, relax the arms, relax the shoulders. Check in with your breathing. Very good. Those were all the fundamental movements of the spine. Forward bend, back bend, and then the side bend. Now, let's come down to the mat. We are going to come into our tabletop position. So let's find our tabletop. Coming down here. Bring your knees under the hips. Bring your palms under the shoulders. Now, when you keep your palms under the shoulders, keep fingertips, fingers, and then palms. So we're not keeping the wrist first. You're keeping the fingertips, fingers, and then palms on the mat. Once you're here, let's take our cat and cow breaths. We inhale. I tuck my tailbone out as I inhale. As I exhale, I bring my tailbone inside. Inhale, tail tucks out. Exhale, tailbone tucks in. Chin to the chest. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, curl the back. Very good. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Once again, inhale. Exhale, pull the center of the spine up. Come back to the center. Come back to neutral. Now, let's come into a little bit of a balance here. From this tabletop position, just lift that right leg up and point the right toes to the back wall. Stretch that right leg out. Find something in front of your eyes to keep staring at, just like our mountain pose. Once you find steady gaze, if it feels okay, opposite arm points front. So right leg, left arm. If the arm feels too much, just point the right leg. Very good. Stay there. And back to the center. Come back to neutral. Tabletop position. Remember, we are doing the opposite sides. Okay, so right leg, left arm. And now we are going to do left leg. So from here, left leg stretches. Point the left toes as if it's trying to reach that back wall. And then if it feels steady, opposite arm points front. Keep staring at a point. Keep staring at a point that helps you to balance. Very good. Back to the center. Meet back in neutral, hands walk to the knees and come into kneeling. Shake it off. So that was balancing bird, opposite arms are going front and back, right? Balancing bird. Now, shake off your arms. We are going to do our downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, we start in tabletop, lift our hips up, pushing the hips to the back wall. Okay, that's again a good inversion. Fingertips, fingers, and palms on the mat. Tuck the toes in, keep the knees bent, start to lift the hips up, pushing the hips to the back wall. Give a nice deep stretch. Very good, stay there. Stay there, keep breathing. Press the right heel, press the left heel, take turns to press those heels if you'd like. Very good, stay there. 2 more breaths. Very good. And then when you feel ready, slowly lower the knees. And let's take a child's pose. Child's pose, knees go wide, hips to the heels. Exhale out. Exhale out completely. Very good. Slowly come up. We are going to lower our hips on the mat, coming into seated position. Bring your legs closer. Wiggle through the hips. And then sitting nice and tall here. Sitting nice and tall. Now, that might take an effort. Your back starts to collapse. So keep your palms next to the mat and see if you can push the palms into the mat and stretch that spine up. If this is hard, you can start sitting near the wall. And then as you practice, you can start moving away from the wall. So you can always do that at home. Nice tall spine, palms on the mat so you can support your back. Very good, stay there. Now slowly bring your hands to the heart, sitting nice and tall. Very good. Keep lifting that tailbone, keep lifting that back, let it not collapse. And then slowly release. Hands behind the back, relax. Do you feel that in the back? It's an effort to sit tall, isn't it? Yes. It's a lot of work for the back. It's a lot of work for the abdomen and the core. So you push your body a little bit every day to do it. And you can always start near the wall. Sit with the wall back erect with the support. Slowly start to move away from the wall. That way you can get that practice. Now, from here, let's take a twisting stretch. We're going to bend our right knee. Right foot is on the mat. Right palm is behind. You're going to hug that right knee and twist to the right side, looking over the right shoulder. Very good. Now, if you're able to bring your elbow outside of the right knee, press the elbow into the knee, knee into the elbow. Very good. Whichever knee is bent, that side we are twisting. Very good. Stay there. So if your right knee is bent, you twist to the right. 2 more breaths. And then slowly come back to the center. Release the leg. Very good. Feel the difference. Nice. Now, from here, let's take it to the other side. I'm going to bend my left knee. You can do it on the left leg. Now, if you already did on the left side, you can do the right side, okay? Open that left palm behind, hug the left knee and twist to the left, looking over the left shoulder. Very good. Stay there. Keep breathing. And gently release. Come back to the center. Release the legs. Nice. Now, let's come to the top of the mat. We are going to lower ourselves on the back. We do a little more on the back. Slowly come down. If this feels too much for the back, you can support your elbow and slowly lower. Whichever way you want to come down. Coming down. Once you lower yourself on the mat, take your time. Take a nice inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Once again, inhale. Let it go. Bend your knees. Bring your knees together, closer to each other, and then closer to the chest. And then rock side to side. Rocking side to side. Giving nice massage. And then bring yourself back to the center. Stop the rocking and bring your feet on the mat. Knees are bent. Let's do a little leg raising stretches. Let's start with our right side. So release that right leg on the mat. Palms on the mat. Legs are closer. And then just the right leg all the way up. Bring it down. All the way up. Bring it down. Very good. Let's do that 2 more times. All the way up. And bring it down. Very good. Bend that right knee and switch the legs. Switch those legs. Left leg goes up. Bring it down. Once again, left leg goes up. Bring it down. 2 more times. Very good. At your own pace. Now, once you're done with that, bend that left knee, left foot on the mat. Very good. Now, let's lift both the legs up. So for that, you're going to bring your palms next to the body. You can slide them under the glutes. Sometimes that gives a little support. Walk your knees closer. Keep your knees and legs together and lift both the legs up. 90 degrees. Very good. Stay there. Nice. 2 more breaths. And then bend those knees. Bring your knees closer to the chest. Exhale, nose comes closer to the knees. Wind-free pose. You're hugging yourself here. Wrap your arms on the knees and bring them closer. Slowly lower. Head, neck, and shoulders. Release the feet. Exhale out completely. Once again, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 1 more time. Inhale. Now, from here, let's take our bridge pose. Walk your feet closer to each other and then closer to the hips. They're as wide as the hips and then closer to the hips. Palms on the mat, feet on the mat. Let's lift our hips up as you inhale. As you exhale, lower them down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it down. And let's do that 2 more times. Up and down. Up and down. Very good. That was bridge pose breathing. Inhale up, exhale down. Let's hold the bridge pose. Now, if some of us don't want to hold, it doesn't feel good, you can slide a block. Take a supported bridge where your block is supporting you and you still feel the back bend. For those who want to wish to hold, press through the palms and feet, lift into bridge, and let's stay there. Keep breathing. Very good. Bridge pose. Very good. 2 more breaths. Keep lifting the belly up. And then when you're ready, slowly bring it down. Slowly bring it down. Once you release the bridge, notice the changes in the breathing. Exhale out. Exhale out completely. Slowly bring your knees into the chest. Hug the knees closer and rock side to side. Rocking side to side. Very good. Now come back to the center, release the feet on the mat, and let's walk our feet as wide as the mat. So I'm keeping my feet wide as my mat. Once I'm keeping those feet there, I'm opening my arms at the shoulder level. Palms are facing up. Both the arms are stretched out. Windshield wipers with the legs. So knees drop to the right and to the left. The knees drop to the right and to the left. Very good. When the knees drop to the right, turn your head to the left. And when the knees drop to the left, turn your head to the right. So we are moving the head in the opposite way of the knees. Very good. That adds the twisting stretch to the neck muscles. Very good. Now come back to the center. Stop those movements. And we're going to hold this twisting stretch. So drop the knees to the left. Turn your head to the right. Very good. Keep breathing. And then slowly come up. Let's take it to the other side. Drop the knees to the right. Turn your head to the left. And then gently come up. Release. Release the arms. Once again, bring your knees closer. Hug your knees with your arms. Press those thighs into the abdomen and rock side to side. Rocking side to side. Come back to the center. Holding on to the toes. And again, coming into happy baby pose now. Happy baby pose. Now you can hold on to the toes. If that feels too much, you can also hold behind the knees. And open the legs wide and rock side to side. It gives a nice massaging effect to the back. Very good. Very good. And then slowly bring yourself back to the center. Hug the knees closer. And then slowly release the feet on the mat. Let's come into our resting pose, Shavasana. Final relaxation after our practice. This is crucial as the whole body starts to release. Legs are wide, arms away from the body, palms facing up. shoulders relaxed. If lying down on the back doesn't feel comfortable, you can always bend the knees, feet come close, feet wide, knees come closer. So whichever way you want to lie down, close your eyes and take some time to really release the body. Close your eyes and relax. Drop the shoulders, drop the arms, lower back, and the leg muscles. Closing your eyes, let the whole body relax. Letting go here. And then practicing just to be here in the moment. The yoga practice intention is to be aware and alert and present in the present moment. Most of us are busy living in the past or the future. We either worry too much about something which has happened before, or we are worrying about something which may or may not happen in the future. And that creates a lot of tension, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. In yoga, we get an opportunity to just detach from all that and just be here, just relaxing here on this mat in this room, just connecting with your breathing. When you start to experiencing this present moment and not worrying about the past and future, you start to feel powerful. You start to feel strong. Let the whole body relax. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your breathing. And accept how the breathing feels. No judgment, no tension. Just rhythmic inhales and exhales. Inhales and exhales. Welcoming you to a deep relaxation technique where we bring our attention, our focus to different parts of the body. I want you to move your focus from one part to another. And in that process, we start to relax each and every part. We start to let go and let the gravity take over. We don't hold back, we release. Release and surrender here. With your eyes closed, mentally just be aware of the toes of both the feet. Bring your attention to the heels, ankle joints, calf muscles, knee joints, thigh muscles, the front and the back, the inside and the outside of the thighs. Relax the hip joints and the buttocks. Loosen the glutes. If you're tightening the glutes, trying to pull back that lower back, drop it, release it. Let the gravity pull the lower back into the mat. Relax the middle back, upper back, back of the shoulders. Bring your attention to the shoulder joints, arms, elbows, forearms, wrist joints, palms, and the fingers. Slowly bring your attention to the chest and the abdomen, Noticing the breath, up and down movement of the breathing. Slowly bring your attention to the jaw muscles and relax the jaw. Relax the facial muscles, cheeks, chin, nose, ears, and eyes. Relax the eyes and the forehead. Remove those tension and worry lines from the forehead. And then relax the scalp all the way to the back of the head. The whole body is relaxed from the crown to the toes. The whole body. The whole body. Let us enhance this relaxation by introducing the sound of Om in our practice. We always chant the sound of Om throughout the exhalation. We stretch that sound as long as we exhale. Doesn't matter how far we go. The sound of Om brings calming and relaxing vibrations. It also helps to deepen our breathing, increasing the lung capacity. The sound energy works on the voice and the throat region. Let us chant the sound of Om 3 times. Inhaling for Om, inhale. Om. Very good. One more time, inhale. Om. Last one, inhale. Om. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Without disturbing this peace, without opening the eyes, bring movements to your fingers and toes, making a fist of your hands, wiggling your toes and feet. When you feel ready, bend your knees, bringing your knees into the chest. Rocking side to side. And then when your body allows you, turn to the right side. Stay on the right side for a few breaths. Gently come up into a comfortable seat. Once you find a comfortable seat, loosen the shoulders, loosen the neck. Hands to the heart, palms to touch. Close your eyes and take a moment to reflect this practice. How does it feel in the body, in the mind? And knowing that the benefits go beyond this mat, not just for this practice, but beyond this mat. Bringing your hands to the third eye, healing thoughts, hands to the lips, healing words, hands to the heart, healing intentions. It was an honor to guide you all in the practice. The light in me salutes the light present in you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Rub your palms. Now, if you have your glasses, take them off. Rub your palms. Make a cup of your hands. Place it on the eyes. Feel the warmth. Slowly release the palms. Blink your eyes open. Thank you everyone for joining.